something I like to do that I think maybe if you don't do it on eBay, you should. I want people to know so they watch out for this in case they do what I did. Even a seasoned veteran like I am got duped.
Hey, Bluegrass, can we go thrift shopping?
Hello, YouTube world. My name is Anthony Long. Welcome back to the Bluegrass Picker channel. You came back. I judge you, but I'm sure glad you did. What sold on eBay this weekend? First thing that sold was this Anthrax cassette tape. I posted it on Sunday night and it sold an hour later. Anthrax was a good group back in the, well, had a big following back in the 80s and 90s. I'm the Man, I remember that one. Me and my buddy bought that cassette one summer on a trip to Florida, and if his parents had known what they were singing about, they would have just threw it out the window. But a guy from Puerto Rico contacted me right away and says, "Will you ship this to Puerto Rico?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And I had shipping on it, and he sent me an offer for $5. I had it up for $8.95. I sent back $6.71, I think it was, and he took it. I have, if I remember right, pennies into this. Next thing that sold was this Whit Merrifield. It's a refractor. No, it's not a refractor. It's not a refractor. But it's numbered 292 of 300. And I just got this one, and I had it up for $11.11, and they bought it full price. And I mean, you can go on eBay right now and buy his autographs for $10, so that's a great sale. Sometimes you got to realize that a $10 sale you shouldn't have got $10 for, honestly. But I like experimenting with numbers like that too. I like ending it with one that makes it seem like it's not as high. I think that works. I don't know. This next one is Joshua Kando. This is a cool card. It's got this refractor. Let me get my light. Better. It's got this, I think it's called Blue Ice Prism, and it's Panini Prism Draft Picks. He was a defensive end, rush specialist, sack guy, 6'7", for Florida State Seminoles. He got drafted by the Chiefs, way too high, in my opinion. He hasn't really done, he's physically a specimen, but he never really did much in college. And I put it up, and it's numbered 30 of 75. So that's a really good, it says it right back here. Definitely something you need to put on there. You got to make sure, if you find it, make sure you put it in the listing, because that makes it worth a lot more. And it went for $24.95. I put it up, and it sold within 5 or 10 minutes. So someone was looking for it. He was one of those top athletes out of high school kind of guy. They call him 5-star recruits. But so who knows? It was some guy in Virginia that bought it, so maybe he's from Virginia. And when it comes to some guys like that, there's not a lot of listings up of him. This product just came out, and so I like to put them up as fast as possible because of that reason. Here in 2 weeks, there'll be 20 of these same ones, and they will go for $5 to $10. So it's good to get them up. Next thing that sold was this Callaway X Forged 56 degree lob wedge. It's got the Golf Pride. Yeah, Golf Pride. The grip is really in good shape. I like Callaway. I tested it out and played with it. I don't like it as much as the one I have, so I just threw it back into my listings for $19.95. And a guy sent me an offer. I had like 6 watchers on it, and he sent me an offer of $10 plus shipping, of course. And I sent back an offer of $13.95, and I said, "Thanks for the offer, but I have 6 people watching this. It'll probably sell within the week." And he took it. I guess you got to kind of know your leverage sometimes, and I was being truthful, because he probably would have. And once you get that many watchers on it, it usually goes. Even though a lot of times watchers are people that are just seeing what it's going to go for so they can sell it, because they don't know how to do the sold items, I guess, or sometimes there's not a lot that's sold, so they're kind of trying to base it. But you know, I find that the more that are watching it, it goes too, because it shows eBay that people like it or whatever, and so I think it gets it up in the algorithm too. And everything I have is promoted anymore, so he took it, and it's a good sale. Next thing that sold was this Nintendo 64 N64, we called it, 64-bit. It was the last um, Nintendo, at least, that had the cartridge. And I just gave one of these to my sister. She has an Airbnb, and she needed a gaming system to put in. This is the best one, and they're so high on eBay, so I got her a good deal, free. And it doesn't have the cover right there, but it's got the jumper pack, and there's no cracks. Or he also texted me, and he's like, "Hey, does this have any cracks, deep scratches, and does the joystick, is it tight?" And this one is. It's really tight, and it's the purple one. It's OEM, and I had two games with it. MR MRC racing game. It's not very good, and Revolt. It's not, and Revolt's not a bad game, um, but they're not. They don't go for much on eBay. And then he asked if the power cables and adapters were OEM, but they're not. I had to buy those separately. And he sent me back. I had it for 119, I think it was. And he sent back an offer of $100.05 after I responded to his comment, and boom, he sent it right back. And uh, good sale. I have one last one to keep. Just to, it's a purple one too, but it's got like someone engraved their name into it. But just to have one to test, and I kept the Mario Kart, of course, because it's one of the best games ever. Um, I told my sister, I'm sorry, I can't give you that one. I have to test consoles, and I'll use that one to test it. Um, but these are my sales for the weekend. I had two that haven't paid. A Debo Samuel autograph that's like $60. I hope they pay soon, and another $10 sale. But I want to go over something real quick too that happened to me this weekend. It's something I like to do that I think maybe if you don't do it on eBay, you should. Especially if you have your own niche. If you kind of know what stuff goes for already that you're selling, you need to look at those things on auction on eBay. Sports cards, especially, because the guys that do sports cards are trying to flip, and they're trying to find their Mariano Rivera autograph. And so they'll buy Yankees breaks, Yankee breaks, and they'll just put up all the rest of the Yankees so they can sell anything, get anything out of them just to buy another break. And what they do is they put everything on auction, and they don't think about like when they're in their auctions. So you'll have auctions at like midnight till 3 in the morning. I get up at 5, and I'll look at auctions real quick. I'll just push auto, sports cards, memorabilia, and boom. And you wouldn't believe what some stuff is going for that's way cheaper than it should be. And so I'll do some examples soon of just buying some on eBay, putting them up for buy it now prices, because a lot of people go in to buy it and they don't want to wait for the auction. We've gotten that place where buy it now is just so much easier. If you really want something, they'd rather pay $20 than wait for an auction that they may miss out, and it may be more anyway. They want that card, they want it now. There it is. And that's why it's a big benefit to me. And if you look at sports cards, I would say 75% of them are on auction. It's kind of crazy, especially because I've done experiments over and over again, same card, same time, just to see which one goes higher. And buy it now always goes higher than the auction ones, unless you have something that's really, really good. And even then, if you sit on it at a higher price, I about guarantee you can get more out of it. Anyway, I bought 2 cards this weekend, and they had it described wrong. And I want people to know, so they watch out for this in case they do what I did. Even a seasoned veteran like I am got duped. There was a Derek Jeter autograph, one of one, and the picture of it was focused in so you couldn't tell it was a picture. It was a picture of a picture on a card. And in the description, it doesn't say facsimile or reprint. It had a RP, which could be rookie patch, but they get away with that, trying to think, well, I put RP, and so I should have done more looking, but he didn't have a picture on the back, and the picture it says top certified autograph. Well, that was for the one on there, but you couldn't really see it. Anyway, I paid $187 thinking I got a 101 Derek Jeter autograph. Yes, I can't believe I got that for that cheap, And then I'm like, get that bad feeling of like, I can't believe I got that for that cheap. So I started looking at it more and closer, and I'm like, that looks like a reprint. And so I texted him. I'm like, hey man, is this a authentic autograph? And he was texted back, yeah, it's an authentic autograph. It's a real autograph. And I go, well, okay. I go, because if it's a reprint, I'm going to be sending it back and getting a return. And he goes, no returns. It's a real autograph. I go, if it's not a real autograph, I can still return it. I know how it works. And then you'll get dinged on it. And then he goes, are you threatening me? I'm like, no, it's just the way eBay works. You'll get dinged because it'll be an item not as described, because it doesn't say facsimile. It does not say reprint in here. It says auto and autograph. And he's like, fine. He goes, I'm just going to give you your refund because it sounds like you're just going to do it anyway. I caught him, and he was mad that I caught him. And he put a couple other things, and I just responded, I'm like, I want the card if it's a real autograph, but if it's not, it's going to get sent back. And then to get that sent back to me, I'll have to push INAD, and it'll ding your account. And he's like, fine, here's your refund. So, and then I started investigating it more, and it turns out, yes. And that's why I didn't have a picture on the back. On the back, it says reproduction, not a real autograph. And the reason I found out about it is because I'd bought another one. The same thing happened to me. And it was a Cal Ripken Jr. autograph I got for $20. Another one of those, it's too good to be true. And I looked at it again, and it's the same format as this other guy had. But on the back, you can see on the back. And theirs did the same thing, but they didn't even put RP in it. They just put autograph auto, and I put in there, hey, I'm like, what's going on? Is this reproduction? It says on the back it's reproduction. If it's not a real autograph, I don't want it because it doesn't say in your description anything about it being facsimile, blah, 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 same thing. And she put back, I refunded your money. Thanks for the business. Thanks for the business. We didn't do business because she was lying. And then she goes, and then she put another statement of, I refunded you and I appreciate you and blah, blah, blah. So just be careful when you're buying. And RP is a way that people try to get one over on people. Like, you're supposed to know what RP stands for, reprint. And they're just trying to sell you crap. So if you do buy sports cars and you're looking at autographs, just be wary of that. And anyway, grind on, friends. That was a long story. Sorry. But it's information people need to know. Led Zeppelin, thank you. If the
Bluegrass Pickers. Stay tuned.